What's the deal, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Friday night, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on, y'all? I told y'all I was gonna be back a little bit later on tonight for another live. Once I found out what I was gonna talk about. Now. Um, Here's the thing. We're gonna talk about two different things. We're gonna look at the TikTok live and of course, I'm gonna give you guys my commentary as we watch it. But we're also going to talk about Masika and Brittany Renner. So we're definitely going to talk about both of those things tonight, you guys. Now, there will be another video on tomorrow. It's probably going to be pre-recorded after this one. Probably going to pre-record that video after we're done with this one, because tomorrow I'm going to be going to Carl and Tramel's birthday party. Because if you guys don't know, it's Carl's birthday right now, and Tramel's birthday is in 2 hours, less than 2 hours now. So their birthdays are a day apart. So they got a pool party tomorrow. So once I get off work, I got to come home, get myself ready for this party, and then, be back in time for Love and Marriage Huntsville. So yeah, so y'all gonna get a pre-recorded video about some other installments from Basketball Wives stories or whatever. So trust and believe me, y'all got videos all this weekend coming. Basketball Wives have had me working all damn week. I must say that. And I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys know that you all appreciate it. I just want y'all to know that. For real, for real. So yeah, but y'all do know, if you've been watching my videos forever, y'all know that we start the lives at the 5-minute mark. We definitely do. So just hold tight. I gotta talk my shit for a minute before we get into anything else. Now, as I said on my last live, we got a release date for my book. And I won't be announcing the release date until Sunday night when we do the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion recap Sunday night. So be on the lookout for it on Sunday night. I would definitely let you guys know when the book is coming out. So if you want to know when it's coming out and you plan on supporting, just tune in to the Real Housewives of Atlanta live recap that I'm gonna be doing right after the show. Y'all already know how I get down. Y'all know this already. Y'all know. But yeah, so yeah, we got some stuff coming up, y'all. We do. We got a lot going on right now. I got some more. Like I said, I still got some Real Housewives of Atlanta tea to give you guys. I got more on the cast, but I also got some Bell Collective tea to give you guys. And I know y'all want to know about it. So I'm trying to see if I'm gonna put all that on one video tonight. Am I gonna put the other Basketball Wives installments? Because there's gonna be one video, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put Basketball Wives stuff, the Real Housewives of Atlanta casting update, and the Bell Collective tea all on one video. I think I just might do it that way. I might just do it that way. Who knows? I don't know. I will not be wearing a G-string. I won't even be wearing no swimwear, to be honest. I'm just coming to the party to support my friends. Because I ain't got no swimwear. I don't get in no pool or nothing like that. So I'm just gonna be there just to support my people, take pictures and stuff like that. Let me see. Okay, so we're at 90 people so far. Y'all do know that the goal with every live is to get 100 people within every single live that we do. And y'all know we're about to start this live now at the 5-minute mark. 3, 2, 1. There we go, y'all. Now it's time for us to get into the tea of it all. Now we're gonna start off with the first batch of tea, and that is the tea between Masika and Brittany Renner. So we're gonna start it off right here. Okay. Now, let me take these dark. I can't see because I got these dark ass shades on. So let's start right here, y'all. Let's start. So it all started when Masika came out and said, since we're on topic, the way Brittany played with them people's religion and became that man's other wife is crazy. He took off and she took off them people's clothes. Did she lie or did she tell the truth? Let me know now. Did she lie or did she tell the truth? I just want to know because she did play with them folks' religion. She did play with them folks' religion. She did act like she was a Muslim when she knew that she really wasn't about that life at all. Like she knew that. And she did that to satisfy Kevin Gates because she wanted to be his other woman, his other wife. That's what she wanted to be, honey. And it was pretty clear that that's what she was on. So Masika didn't tell no lies now. Now, granted, Masika started with Brittany. Brittany ain't said nothing to Masika. So Brittany can respond however she wants. But I really don't care about Masika starting with Brittany because Brittany started with a whole lot of motherfuckers at this point. So I really don't care who started with her. Give me all the entertainment that I need. That's all I'm saying. But yes, Masika definitely started with her first. So Brittany can respond however she likes. But Masika didn't tell no lies. That's all I want to know. Well, I don't really want to know. I already know that Masika didn't tell no lies. So it's really nothing that she needs to tell me anyway because I agree with everything that she said here. She ain't tell no lies. So let's move on to what's going on here. Let's move on to the next thing. Is Mims in here? Somebody said, "Hey, Mims." I don't see him in here. Let me see. What's the next part of this? So Brittany responded and says baby mama number 3 who faked a kidnapping to promote their irrelevant OnlyFans. Since we're on the topic, religion is not exclusive. I never signed up to be one of several. People are allowed to change their minds, and plenty of relationships are meant to be, but not meant to last. Bye 40 and fried. Girl, please, girl. You changed your mind because you wasn't with you changed your mind because you wasn't with Kevin Gates no more. That's why you changed your mind. You didn't change your mind because, well, you know, you trying to act like you was on some Keisha Cole shit. Like, girl, you ain't changed your mind. Child, you changed your mind because of Kevin, not because you wanted to. And you didn't join that damn you didn't join that fucking religion because you wanted to. Like, just like soon as Kevin kicked you to the curb or whatever, it was you was trying to be Keisha Cole in this bitch saying I changed my mind. Okay. Oh, I see Mims now. If I ever hear G String again on this channel, I'm reporting him. Please keep your clothes on. Shut up, Mims. Why Brittany got that tired Riley Burrs wig on? Like, I agree, Mims. I don't know why she got this shit on, but yeah, talking about people are allowed to change their mind. Girl, bye. So Masika says, here you go, dumpster diving through the same old tired lines. Nah, Lucifer, I never fake like you. I was filming a TV show about sex trafficking where my character was beat and kidnapped. It's crazy because I was defending your disgraceful ass when people knew you was faking religion for dick. Ooh, ooh. Now it's saying she was faking religion for dick, but that's exactly what she was doing because she really wasn't for real about none of that shit, man. She never was for real. She never was for real about it. So I don't even understand why anybody's even pretending like they don't see why Masika is saying what she's saying. Masika is definitely telling the truth. She telling nothing but the truth, so help her God, okay? For real. Because Brittany wasn't for real. She never was for real. And we all know that she wasn't for real. So, yeah, I'm just going to need for the people to realize that. Masika then goes on to say, girl, go to hell. Oh, wait, everybody's speaking the same truth about you, but you mad at me, LOL. Bringing up irrelevant deflections don't change the fact that you played with God. Wait a minute. That you play with God for dick. Next week, you're going to be a Buddhist for back shots. Christian for Christian Dior. Girl, shut the fuck up and pray. Masika is eating her up, okay? And then that's when Masika says, I don't care. Pushing your mama is the most disrespectful, disgraceful thing you can do. Jackie had every right to slap the fuck out of her. Girl, you can feel how you feel, but you lost the good sense God gave you by putting hands on the lady that birthed you. Exactly. Exactly, okay? But Masika, no, she killed me. So I guess they kept on going back and forth. So here we go with this one. So here goes Brittany. You must have had time today since nobody paid $4.99 to unlock an exclusive video of you losing your dildo in your gaping hole on your OnlyFans. I haven't seen or heard about you in so long that I actually thought you really got kidnapped. You got a lot of nerve chiming in live at 5 from your bed, from your living room, you drowsy-eyed dog-faced dingbat. You and everyone else who wants my pussy and don't know how to ask for it. Stay worried about what I do with it, yet you couldn't even convince a nigga with one fucking eye to see your value. Shout out to your couch for keeping you booked and busy in another bitch business. You're a bitter bum. Lifestyle of the bored and the brainless, I suppose. Lastly, enjoy the Basketball Wives season finale next week. You're withering wench, and take your misplaced frustration with Mona for cutting them love and hip hop chicks off. Geriatric, nard fingered, giddy for a reply ass nat. Now back to being utterly forgettable. You go, flunky. So let's get into this, because let's be clear. Everything that Brittany tried to say to Masika all applied to her. Let's just say that. Now, was Brittany kind of reading her a little bit? Yeah. But everything that she said was a self-read, okay? Now, let's start off with her saying that you and everybody else that won't show. See, I don't think many people do. Okay, I wouldn't want it if I was a straight nigga. Then for you to say that talking about she's busy in another bitch business and she's a bitter bum, but you're busy in another bitch business. You and Jackie business. You and Jackie business. Then another thing that got me going with her was that she's talking about misplaced frustration, but yet she's taking out her misplaced frustration out on Jackie, who's not her mom. She got issues with her own motherfucking mama, and she's taking it out on somebody else's mama. So these little reads that you're trying to throw at Masika, all of these reads can really go for you. All of them can. So you ain't really doing shit, really. Like you ain't really doing a damn thing about what you're saying. All the shit that you're saying about Masika, it definitely applies to your pale faced ass. It definitely applies to you. And talking about motherfuckers wanting your pussy, sounds like you want Chantel's pussy. That's what it sounds like to me. Now, I will say that the whole thing about, a man with one eye couldn't see your worth, couldn't see your value is crazy. Now, that was funny. I ain't gonna lie. Now, that was funny. That was funny. Now, here we go. Masika responded with 304 nobody, and I mean nobody, is reading that think piece. My OnlyFans is from my stock market club. You should join since you went broke for Islam. You fucked Charleston White on a podcast. It's Friday. Go watch that nasty and dust off that hijab and go to the moose. Ooh, okay. So yeah, they're definitely going in on each other. I will say that. But all I gotta say is this. Let me tell you, if I was Masika, I promise you, I would have responded and said this to Brittany. I would have said this. At least my mama likes me. At least my mama love me. You can call me all kinds of hoes. You can say that my baby daddy can see my worth with one eye, but at least my mama see my worth. At least I ain't got to change no religion for some dick. At least I ain't got to pretend like I'm a Muslim so a nigga that's already married could say that he married me and I can be his 15th wife. At least I ain't out here talking about the 45 dicks I sucked in one night and one day, STDs galore. At least I ain't wearing no warm rag on my damn head, pretending like it's a hijab and trying to, really, really pull off this Islamic shit that I don't really care about, but I'm only doing it for the sake of, you know, having a nigga in my life. At least I'm a mother to my child. You leave your son with a woman that you hate, but you want to talk about me and talk about what I fake doing. You're fake trauma bonding with Chantel. That's what I would have said. But y'all know I'm not a reader. Y'all know I don't know how to read people. Y'all know I'm not anybody's reader. So who am I to tell somebody what they should have said? Y'all know I don't read people. I'm not a reader. Very corny. Very much so a cornball. I don't know how to read nobody. Absolutely not. But you know, that's it. That's all with Brittany and Masika. But that was a good, you know, that was a good fight. I can't say that. Now that was a good fight between Brittany and Masika. I was waiting for somebody to get at Brittany. I needed somebody to get at Brittany. But I got a question. How do y'all think this shit would have gone if Malaysia was still on this show? Now y'all know these days and times I don't really fuck with pork chop like that. But I really want to know how things would have gone if Malaysia was still on the show. That's what I want to know. How would this have gone with Brittany if Malaysia was still here? That's all I'm trying to figure out. Because I really feel like Malaysia would have been on Jackie's side and she wasn't going to be going for Brittany's bullshit. I really feel that way, but I don't know. I don't even think Tammy would have been going for Brittany's bullshit either. I definitely feel like she wouldn't have been going for it either, but you know, I don't know. But that's it for Brittany and Masika. So we're gonna go ahead and jump on over here to Takari and her TikTok live. That's what we're gonna go to next, y'all. That's probably the main thing y'all came for. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that. And wait a minute, what I'm saying? I don't know why I can't see him on my StreamYard, but when I go over here to my YouTube, I can see him. But anyway, damn, he retracted his message before I could read it. But let's go ahead and get into this TikTok, y'all. Let me pull this up. Shout out to the person that sent me this and gave me this. Shout out to How YC It TV, y'all. So let's get into it. Let's get into the TikTok.
I don't feel like everybody on Section 8 is problematic or whatever it is that people have in their head. Personally, I really don't care how people build a page. Let me just be honest. I really do not care how people are sustaining their life. Nobody. I really don't. So I want that to be out there. If someone else wants to keep bringing up my living situation, you're going to have a great time with that. You know, I'm not going to speak on your living situation for multiple reasons. One, I don't know it. We don't talk, so there's no need for me to know your business, right? Okay. And for two, what good would it know? What good would it do me? I don't know, Brittany. Listen, she'd have been through a lot. Y'all done told me a lot about this woman. I don't know Brittany. I know about her dating a Kevin Gates, and that was news to me. Like, I didn't know anything else. And she has a lot of issues going on to be over here steadily inserting herself into. Yeah, she said I was jealous that I should have got one. But, you know, I have 4 children by the same man. I do not plan on having any more children with any man. Period. I don't care what they have or what they got going on. I would not be baby mama for nobody. I don't know. Chantel's married and doing her own thing from what I heard. So I don't know what Chantel's situation is. And it would be weird for me to talk about it. Because, like, didn't you just say we haven't spoken 8 years? But like I said, it's an attack of it's assassination of character. If she can change the narrative of what people think about me, she'll benefit from that, you know? So that's that. I don't know. I think I just said in the last interview, I out probably 4 or 5 years ago. I don't remember exactly how long. And I did reach out and hope, that she was ready to have a conversation. And I asked, are you ready to talk? Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And she ignored the message. Keep tapping, y'all. Keep tapping. So like I just told Make It Make Sense, I reached out. She ignored the message. And after a couple of days of waiting for a response, I just said, okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And I closed the door and went on about my business and my life.
And that's the best thing she could have done, because if you're reaching out to a person and you're trying to make things right and you're trying to have a conversation with them and they give you their ass to kiss, it's really nothing else that needs to be discussed. And it's really nothing else to be talked about, to be honest. Because if I'm going out of my way and I'm humbling myself to have a conversation with you, despite everything that has happened in the past, if I'm humbling myself to have a conversation with you and you decide that you're going to look at my message and not respond, bitch, fuck you. We ain't got to have no conversation. We ain't got to talk about nothing. It really don't motherfucking matter. It really don't matter. Honestly, it don't matter. So she did the right thing for her by leaving it where it's at. Because ain't no way I'm going to kiss your ass to have a conversation with you. That's what it is. So fuck it. You feel what I'm saying? So I get what she's saying.
I always just prayed for, safety for her, my niece, and whatever her situation was, my brother. Like, I don't wish bad on people. Like, they want you guys to be under the impression that I'm over here traumatized and miserable. And I'm not. I didn't need a sorry. I didn't need that. I definitely didn't. Because when God decided that it was time for me to move on with my life, I was moved. I moved on. So I can't, Yep, we're going to be switching over. When I do the story time of the behind the scenes of what I heard going on after that stuff, I'm going to be going to the sub part. She said, how do you know? I swear I don't know. Doug is my stepdad, and that's very widely known. I've known him since I was probably 3-4 years old or something, younger probably. I do talk to my mom. Not much right now, because as you guys can imagine, this is a lot. I don't think anybody in the family was prepared, and I said that and I stopped myself because I don't know like what exactly is going on, but I don't think people in the family were prepared for this. I don't. That's my opinion. So she's taking her. I can understand. There's a lot going on. I need to learn. Thank you guys. Thank you, Rob, for the gift. Are you going to, Mama B? Can we pin that question? Because I want to ask her, like, are you asking my sister or my mom? Thank you. I will, Judy. Oh, I don't know why it says you can. Hold on. Let me see. I would just say whatever's going on with my sister, I hope that, it get worked out. Whatever it is that she needs to get to her peace, I hope it,
That's the thing. She doesn't want peace. And I feel like Chantel leads with anger and bitterness and resentment with everything that she does. She doesn't go into any situation looking for resolve or anything. She goes in there being angry. She goes in there looking for a problem. She goes in there knowing that she's going to cause a problem. She goes in there knowing that she don't really give a fuck about making things right with anybody. Like, that's just what she does. And she's not healed from nothing. And that's the reason why she's going about this shit the way that she is. And that's why she's making it hard to sympathize with her, because of the way that she's going with stuff. I've known people that have had certain traumas that happened to them, and they felt like because they have that trauma, they feel like they can go in on people and treat everybody else like shit and hurt everybody else because they've been hurt or they're going through something. And that means that gives them the right to hurt you. It does not. Just because you're hurting Just because you a hurt ass bitch, it does not mean that you gotta hurt everybody else and make everybody else's life miserable because you're hurt. That's not the way you go about healing, and that's not the way you go about teaching the person that hurt you a lesson, so to speak. You heal from this shit so you can grow, so you won't be stagnant mentally, so you won't be dealing with the same thing time and time again, and so you won't wind up turning into the person that you claim to hate, which is your mama. And what I see from a lot of people is that they turn into the exact same people that they can't stand. They do some of the same shit that the person that they can't stand did to them. I refuse to go down the same road and do the same things that my grandmother has done, or do some of the same things that some of my siblings have done, or do some of the same things that my cousin has done. I would never do that because I would never want to treat nobody like they don't exist and like they don't belong. I would never do that because that's not right. So absolutely not. And it's until Chantel makes the proper steps to try to heal from this situation, she gonna always be bitter, mean, and angry and looking for somebody else to blame. Period. Period. But continue.
My bio dad is on my page. Thank you. There was a comment from somebody named Mama B, and she said, would I let my kids meet or be around my mom? I wanted to ask, I don't know if she's talking about my mom or if she is speaking on, her right here it is, my sister. But that's the same answer, period. I have not told anyone they could not be around my kids and stuff. I don't do stuff like that. My mom, my sisters, I'm not the reason why. I'm not the reason why we haven't, maybe, God said no, so that's why, but I'm not the reason behind us not. K55.
I know a bunch of Chantel's dating history, but I was too classy to expose it. But I will say that Drea's dude wasn't the only basketball wife man that Chantel knows. Shit, tell me the dating history so I can put it out there. You ain't gotta put it out there. I put it out there. You tell me so I can put it out there. Shit.
Hey, Big Red. I'm so happy we're friends. I love you. I love you. I love you, Rob. I do. I look just like, and if you've seen my dad's sister, I look a lot like her. I don't live in LA. I don't live in California at all. Yep. Yeah, no. I'm a protector, you guys, by heart. That's just naturally. I like to take care of people. I have big, like, hospitality and all that kind of, it's big to me, I'm not a big mansion, glitchy, glamoury type of girl. I am down to earth. I like the country. Like, I love the long country roads without the stoplights and farmland and the horses and the animals. And I like gardening and I like real life stuff that's not, I like to feel a part of the earth. I like to feel human, all that materialistic status type stuff don't do me no good. Bossy, I didn't see her. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Hi. Yes. I don't know. So you guys are all aware, my two older kids, they know my sister and my mom. But the younger kids, a lot of the stuff happened with, around Jackson's accident and stuff. So I guess you could say all that stuff is the reason why they haven't. But my sister saying that, she's not met my kids. So she's just trying to throw my mom under the bus and make it seem like oh my gosh, you're groveling for the love of a person that's like a common thing. Like nobody sees my kids. Like we do our own thing. And it's not in a negative way. I'm not mad at my mom because like, if you feel like you're doing better for your grandkids by not being, that is okay. Like my kids are not missing anything. I'm not going to base everything off of that type of stuff. Like we're good. It is. I think it's more so, it's out of control. If that makes sense. It's out of control. Do I talk to them who? I don't know anything about Shawnee. And I have a...
But my thing is this, like she said, she was using the fact that Jackie don't know her kids like that as a dig at her, but you don't know the kids either. So why you a deadbeat ass auntie then? Why you don't know your siblings' children? I don't have the best relationship with my siblings, but I definitely wanted a relationship with my nieces and nephews, and I try to have that. But it's up to them to allow that. But why you don't know them? Have you ever made the time to try to know them?
I don't. I heard that you can get your tongue clipped and that there's something hearing aids and stuff. I need to look into it. I stopped wearing my hearing aids in 6th grade because I was just too embarrassed. And I felt like I had so many other things wrong with me that there's just no way I need to just put those in. And it's, as an adult, I feel like, wow, you should have never let yourself feel that way. But as a kid, it's different. Yeah, it was a lot. I just wish they'd have talked about it, or just let it go. Yes, my mom does send her grandkids gifts. She asks for a Christmas list every year, and she sends them things on their birthdays, and speaks to them and whatnot. My kids do not have any animosity towards their grandmother. They are raised in love, so they love her, and if they will protect her and be there for her just because she is their grandmother, and they are being raised that way. I don't teach my kids, even my sister, they're not being taught to dislike or, we're not doing that. And nobody's going to make me. I don't care what people get on the internet and say or nothing. I took that hit. I took my time after she made that allegation online like that, a good week maybe, of just feeling sick to my stomach and just, processed it. I processed it. Lesson learned, Kari, it's a lesson. Take your L and go on about your business. It ain't nothing else to it. That is that. I don't. Thank you guys. I love you guys. You guys don't even understand. I appreciate you guys so much. I appreciate you.
It's something about Takari that gives peaceful and humility and things like that. And I think that's what makes her more likable than Chantel is. I think that's what makes her more likable because she seems very peaceful and, human and humble and things like that. And I can appreciate somebody, being that and doing it. You feel what I'm saying? Like I can. And you can tell that she's really past all of the stuff that happened in her childhood. And she can really sit up here and talk about it with, with a lot of kindness in a sense. Like Takari is very likable. And regardless of what, troubles that she has, like with her hearing and her speech, you could tell that she's very intelligent and she can really get her point across in the most classy way.
Yes, Autumn. I just said that. Me and my mom have communicated for a few years now. On a monthly basis, pretty much. Like, I'm not going to say we talk every other day or not, but there's not a big time frame in between our conversations. And you know what? Letting time do its thing is a natural feel. I used to be very nervous. Any type of interaction with my mom used to make me, my anxiety would shoot through the roof. Oh my gosh. Sweating, scared, like everything. And now, whatever that fear I used to have and all that stuff that would be in the pit of my stomach, it's just, and I see somebody ask why. I was intimidated by my mother. I was not in fear of my mother. I was intimidated by her. My mom is a very strong woman. She's beautiful. She has very high standards. And, Jackie is a woman, like, I'm just saying, if you guys are getting ready to go meet the queen, you want yourself to be right. You don't want the queen to look at you and look down at you. You feel me? And that's the best way that I can try to describe it to you guys. That's the only issue. I never have spoken on somebody being good or bad and all that stuff. I think my mom is a good person. I have seen the things that my mom do. There's somewhere along our journey and, our connection is different. It is different. And not only that, the thing I took offense to that made me feel the way I felt, after learning other things, it just kind of, grace. I'd rather just grace, give people grace. My mother is just a girl. She did not come here with a handbook. I ain't got a handbook. My sister does not have a handbook. That's why she's not sure how to heal herself, or that's why she feels like rah is going to get her what she wants. If it's healing that you want, trust me, you don't need that apology. You don't even need that acknowledgement. You just need to be determined that you are ready to heal. That's it. And then they can't take you back to them places. You wouldn't be going to them places. That's it. When you see that you will try to reach a situation and a person run from it, that's something for God to handle. God got that one. It just makes your life a little easier. That's all I can say. And if I had the opportunity to speak to my sister, that's what I would tell her. Please, seek that healing just for you. Just for you, because it got you out here portraying yourself in ways that I know is not you. I know it's not you. Like, talk to me, don't talk to me. I know you, girl. I know you. Your family knows you, and we all know this ain't it. I don't know. Thank you. That part, I seen him say something, we don't know Jackie's upbringing. My mom was prideful, prideful. And once she got over her traumas and stuff, she wasn't visiting that stuff no more. She wasn't gonna, so I'm not mad at her for not sharing how she grew up with us and stuff. But talking to my family, I have learned. And it made stuff make sense. And I'm like, well, no wonder. Oh, well, she wasn't like, it wasn't me. I internalized it, but I took it personal. Is it an excuse? No. But I can understand. I can give grace. I don't have to internalize it or take it personal because I can understand it now. And she has. I will say my mother has, for me, okay, and I'm going to tell you this before we go to sub only, because I'm going to be getting off here in a minute. I love my stepdad. I'm proud of my mother and my father. I hate that this stuff has even been added to their legacy. If I would have been in control in 2016, 2017, none of that would have been out there. Like, I didn't bring that to your TV screen. Like, I haven't been on there, The part you guys saw me do is defend myself from wherever I was at or wherever I could. But as far as bringing this, making this entertainment, I was not behind that because it was a real situation for me. This is a real trauma. Like, you guys will be like, okay, scene, action. And then at the end of it, scene. No, this is real life. So for me, it's different. My mom has definitely, I think I answered that last night. My mom does not have an issue When you say help me, I've never asked for anything, but when my mom wishes to send something or do something, yes, she will do that. She plays her part how she wants to. It's not up to me to decide what she's comfortable with or whatnot. And I'm not trying to. I'm not, it'd be different if I was focused on that, Um, I'm thankful to God to have had the peace that we have, that to say that life didn't end and we never got to be. If my life was to end tomorrow, I made peace with my mom. I've had good conversations with her. We have laughed. And I swear to God, that's all I ever wanted. I feel like I understand her. She's just a girl. When Chantel says she's like this monster and all that stuff, if she was speaking like maybe like rhetorically, she's not a monster and a type thing, but just something bigger than you. Just something bigger than you. Yeah. Put yourself in her shoes, if not to understand her, to understand how to approach the situation. That's it. I'm definitely going to keep praying for her. I'm over here, y'all, trying to figure it out. Like, what could it be? Like, and I know I don't have to, but that's a love that's never going to change,
And this is what I'm saying. Like, Takari is really in a good place. And I like that. I love that for Takari. She's really at peace. And that peace is probably the most important thing in the world. The most important thing in the world is to have that peace. I know that for some people, you find peace with making peace with your family. But then there's people like me who has peace without some of my family members being in my life anymore. So you got to find what brings you peace. And if making peace with these people brings you peace, then make up. But if not having them in your life at all or going no contact with them, period, is what brings you peace, then do that as well. So,
I could be mad at her for days or for as long as I want to be mad at her, but I'm not doing that. I feel like this is a cry for help or something, if that makes sense, I'm not going to, oh, you're taunting me. I'm not. You said I did something and you made a pretty big allegation. I think you should either address the people and say it or go ahead and say that, it's not true. You got it in your feelings because I said something that you don't like or whatever, so. All right. Autumn, I can't help you with that. Comprehension is key right now. No, not from what I know, any season ever. I hope so. I hope everybody's okay. I hope everybody, like I said, reaches peace. I don't know why people are mad. I think it's a invitation to misery that I'm not going to accept. I'm not. I'm not going back to a place I had to beg God to remove me from. Okay, that's ugly. And I've already told my no. Nothing but a lot of traumas and stuff, and being where I'm at, I'm good. Thank you. I don't know about a reunion. I have grace for all of them. I think that, like I said, this is crazy. I do. I don't wish nobody to be hitting on anybody, I don't. I felt bad for my mom. I felt bad whoever was, It's unfortunate that it's these two people. Let's just say that. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the tap. I do need you guys to tap a little bit more. I'm about to get ready to switch over and do the these comments is moving way too fast. I don't know what. Yes, if anything, that would be why she's mad. It's not because we were beat on or anything. I'm just gonna say this, and I feel like there's probably more people to blame. My mom didn't even like whoop us. I think we got one whooping in my entire life from my mom.
Mm.
I don't, she was not no aggressive person, and I understand why. I totally understand why. So what did she say? Damn, my hand hurts. Oh. The first gift they've ever said. Thank you. Thank you, guys. My mom's been through a lot, and that's why I always just encourage her, please just stop and enjoy the fruits of everything you've done. Like, you've done it. Like, look at you. And I don't even think you get to take a moment to just really see. And I get it because my mom is from Seattle back in the day, coming from the hood and working, literally building yourself from the mud up, My dad is the same way, both of them. They're both Leos. Both of my parents are Leos, my real dad and my mom, from the streets of Seattle. They were like in bigger families, so they wasn't like, I feel like they both fought to be seen and heard, and they lacked things, so they're working so hard now to get them. And it makes me sad for them. Yeah, yeah, they it's a lot. I feel for them because I feel like they don't understand. Like they're gonna be in go mode till the end of it. And I'm like, Mom, you don't even have to deal with people. You don't even have to deal with people, You better make these people pay the price to deal with you. You really are royalty, In this industry, where you at and who you dealing with, and you dealing with spirits that are monitoring and spirits that are jealous, and I can only imagine. And then to have this thrown into you, I don't know. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, is all I could say. And I'm just on the outside looking in like you guys.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the effect, I know it's affecting people. It's an effective situation. The show was dark. Like, I keep asking, who was signing off on this? Who was agreeing that this was okay?
Shawnee.
So I'm about to switch now because we're going to do this conversation. And I'm going to be getting off. I'll probably be back. I was on here at like 1 o'clock in the morning last night. Listen, I'm going to open the floor, Ken, and I would love for you guys to get up here and have conversations like that. If we can relate, maybe we can help each other find, some more peace and whatnot. Like, I would definitely open my platform for you to share your testimony. Different perspectives. That is completely okay. I would agree with that. I'm working on it. I'm playing. I'm praying for it. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna switch this to sub only for this story time. I'm definitely gonna do another book. I want to do a lot of books, not just about me, but I've been on a journey since then. I have so much to share with you guys. I really do. Because of the way Jackie showed so much love. Oh, I don't know anything about Jackie and Drea. Tea. What is tea? I don't know. I know you guys were served cold tea earlier. The whole knife situation. If you read my book, you guys know that. You guys know the whole story, though. It's not like. I love you guys. Listen. That's next. I don't know why I always be going to silver. Maybe because of denim, but yes. It'll be on there very soon. In fact, I have one I'm working on right now that has gold accent. I'm not sure if the book is on Audible. I'll check though. Wait, the knife thing actually happened? Yes. It's been known since 2017 or something, when all that stuff was happening on the show, that it was definitely spoken about before. I have a speech impediment from hearing loss. My post line. So I just decided to switch over to posters. How do I touch it? Okay. So originally what I did was when I started selling my books, I was trying to be smart. So I'm like, I got to take this money and put it into something else, right? I've always wanted to do design. So me and one of my cousins came together and we bought a Cricut machine and a heat press. And from there, and then I went and bought, all my little sweaters and all that. And I was just like, this ain't it. This ain't it. I want to design. So a $40 sewing machine off of Rep. Went home. No, first I went to Walmart and bought a sewing machine. Took it home and put on, I didn't realize I had to thread this machine. So when I took it out the box, and I'm like, oh, I have to thread this. I put it back in the box and I took it to Walmart and returned it. And I'm going to go back to the drawing board and watch some more videos. So I watched YouTube for about a month and I was like, okay, I'm going to just buy one off of what's name for sheep and see if I can do it. And I did. And I started practicing. And the whole time I was in the shelter, I was there for about 8 months because within 30-something days of being there, they took me and the kids into their program, and they had already offered me a place and all that stuff. We were just waiting for it to be ready. So I used that time to teach myself something that, I'd be able to fall back on.
That's good.
And I the whole point in that shelter stuff was for me to be self-sustained. Like I want to be able to not need anybody or be able to, I don't want nobody to be in control of Kari. Kari needs to be able, so went to the shelter. I was in a bad situation. It was completely unsafe for me and my kids. And we went and I was able to have time to teach myself something that I would have had to pay a lot of money going to school and stuff for. Is it? And so I was doing clothes and all that, but that's a lot. I am not gonna lie. That is a lot of work. Okay, awesome. And custom orders and stuff like that, I was just like, oh no. I don't do good under pressure like that. And I like to wait. I procrastinate, you guys, real bad. So I'll get an order and be waiting to the last minute. It was just too much. And I was like, I need to take a different approach. Like, I don't want to burn myself out on something I love. So I switched it to bags recently, and I am in love with it. I am in love with it. I might. Thank you. I love you guys. Listen, I have more coming. I've been a little distracted, I'm not gonna lie. But I have way more coming. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. We're going to go ahead and switch this over now so I can get this story out to you guys. My phone's at 10%. I don't want it to die before I get to tell you guys. So we're just going to talk about this really fast. Hold on. Hold on. Switch to...
That was pretty much the gist of that. So this is what I want to say, and then I'm gonna go on and get up off of here because I'm getting sleepy and I got to be up at 4 a.m. So any other videos I thought I was gonna do for tomorrow, I'll just do them tomorrow when I get home from the party. But I just want to say that Takari is showing us, and I've said this time and time again, Takari is showing us that she is healed and that she's no longer in that place anymore. The only problem is that Chantel is still in that particular place now, and she doesn't know how to get out of it. And it's really not up to anybody else but her own self to get her own self out of that situation, to be quite honest. Sometimes it's best that you do figure out a way to move forward. You have to either forgive these people or forgive but don't have anything to do with them. And sometimes that's the best way to be, and sometimes that's the best thing to do. There's really no need to walk around with anger in your heart for the rest of your life because it's really not worth it. And to be quite honest, you feel a lot better when you have healed from the pain. I'm gonna leave you guys with this because I got to do a story time on this anyway. Somebody that did some egregious things to me reached out to me last week and they apologized to me for everything that they did to me. And I have hated this person for 10 years straight. I blamed them for a lot of my hardships when it come down to relationships and how fucked up I was in the head over relationships and how I didn't have any trust in anybody. And they apologized to me and I forgave them for that. Because sometimes all a person really needs is an apology. Sometimes it's best that you just tell a person that you're sorry and that you're remorseful and that you never meant to do what you did and that you hurt them, and just acknowledge the hurt that they have. And hopefully that's what Jackie did with Takari, and hopefully that happens with Chantel. Because it's never fun to be constantly at odds with family members. It's not the best thing. And I have a lot of issues with my paternal immediate family. I have a lot of issues with them. And my best, because I know they're not going to change, my best option and solution for myself was to just go no contact with them. And that's what I've chosen to do. So you just got to find your way, and you got to find how you want to maneuver through this situation and through these situations, just so you can heal and have a better, life, better mindset about things. Now, I don't want to start preaching, but that's really all that I have, y'all. So I will be seeing you guys tomorrow for Love and Marriage Charlottesville. Depending on when I get back from the party, y'all gonna see another Yes for the Miss from me as well. And I'll holler at y'all. Until next time, bye.
Cause I know what I want. I guess I could pray to the man up above. Start a new path with unconditional love. I can build a new life out of this mess. Moving on to a place free from the stress. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. Lost all the love that I found in you, baby. All of my life, and you know it hit the worst when it starts with the night. I'm the type of nigga shit that can speak for itself. See, I'm a bad little nigga with his heart as well. Say it best from the heart, so it beating is felt. Just a sense to see you smile, so more body can melt. With the cause is dealt, nigga, I was just wishing. Can I be the only bad bitch that you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hit like? Can I be the only bad bitch you hitting like?